Colleen, you are an absolute legend in this industry. A part of the reason I love movies so much is by some of the costumes you created that immerse me so much in these films. And Pain Hustlers is no different. What's your process for highlighting characteristics of extravagant wealth, douchiness, and new money?
Oh boy, that's a good formula. And we definitely utilized it. In this case, I used as they ascended in douchiness and wealth, Andy Garcia's character was sort of pretending to be old money, but not quite getting it right. Like a little bit too many accessories, too much contrivance, not really comfortable in that world, but sort of pretending to be. With Emily's character, as she ascended, I went from softer materials and stuff to a more angular kind of armor type clothing. So it was like owning her more than her owning it. I think those are probably the two best examples of douchiness. Chris started out sort of douchey anyway, but he just kind of enhanced his douchiness, slowly, and got a little bit more better at it and more presentable in that world.
Now, the personalities and moral alignment of the characters are almost instantly recognizable by their attire. Can you share some of the characteristics of the costume, be it the color, design, brand, etc., that radiates which personality traits?
I think that I sort of had some internal rules, and it was just what was out there in the market at the time. I didn't have time to really make a lot of costumes for this show, nor the budget. So it was a lot of shopped stuff. And I think my rule in the beginning was really used clothes, thrift store clothes, Men's Warehouse, that kind of vibe. And then as they ascended, like going up market to like a private boutique or some kind of shopping like that, like Neiman Marcus or somewhere like that for the people. So it was also where I sourced as much as what it was and the brands, it was like sourcing the level of shopping, whether it was from vintage to Ross to Bloomingdale's to Neiman Marcus, kind of that sort of journey into the luxury world was sort of the journey that I made with the costumes. I ended up gravitating a lot on her. She's just because of the angles of the shoulders and the sort of colors she wore McQueen a lot from like a couple seasons ago. And I shopped at the Real for stuff that was worn and not brand new and stuff like that, which is always fun.
Now, this is your third time working with David Yates on a film. Can you talk about a fourth time working with him on a film? Can you talk about the collaboration process working with him on Pain Hustlers?
Yes. I mean, we have a comfortable relationship at this point, and, he's very trusting of my work and my ideas. So we talked about the characters a lot, and then I showed him pictures from research of pharma, Central Florida, America. That part of America was pretty new to him. He'd never really, seen it before. Even he went to school at George Washington, so he has lived in America, but he hasn't lived in Central Florida. So it was like, whoa, okay. So I showed him stuff, and then I started fittings and showed him pictures, and it's sort of a reactive process, and I give him options, directions, what I'm thinking, and that's how that plays out with him. And it's a nice relationship.
Now, Colleen, you're working on Beetlejuice too. I am extremely excited about this film. What can we expect from some of the costume designs in that?
Well, you're going to see some old friends in the costume world. There's like a real homage to Beetlejuice, the orig. And then you'll see, the journey that those people have made in the, what is it? It's 30 years since Beetlejuice. It's been a while. So it's a fun process I think the audience is going to love it. It's really fun.
Oh, I can't wait. Listen, you are an absolute legend. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your energy.